I'll tell you this. Today, you all don't even know this. Usually Chris Demm gets here first. And today, of course, he's not here. So I got here first, and I almost died.
What?
Well, that's not really true. I really wasn't even injured at all. But
My God.
let me tell you what happened today.
Please.
You'll all be very interested in this. The way this building, this radio station works is we have, and Dave, you work in TV. I know you have the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in the best neighborhood in the world, okay?
No,
we're not.
Whenever they built these places, they were not in the best places.
And they thought that the town was going to build up around us and then we would become like a shining star. And of course, that hasn't happened at all. It's still a rough area of town. And everybody knows that. So at first, I mean, years and years ago, when I first started working here, there was no fence around the outside parking lot. And cars would be vandalized. Mm-hmm. One time, our station van was vandalized. And we had put up razor wire. And the guy had climbed the razor wire. And there was blood on the van. There's blood everywhere. And I was the one that went out there and discovered that. You can imagine.
God, and how disappointing once he got over it and got in those vans. Pepsi won.
He did.
Twisted tea.
There's nothing valuable in those.
He had cut something. I mean, I don't.
Is there meat hanging off one of them?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a femoral artery, but because he didn't bleed out, but it got him good.
He got away.
Yeah, he got away.
There's not even a T-shirt in here to stop the bleeding.
We didn't have money for that.
Even then, we didn't have those vans. I mean, there was a CD player in there, but it was attached, of course. And you could tell he was certain. He didn't really take anything. Yeah. You know, he boxes of equipment and microphones.
Uzis.
Yeah.
What do I need with
And the
this?
same electronics are in those vans to this day.
Hey, the same bands.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere. Way before your time. Baby Shay was probably 8 years old.
Yeah.
And it was blood everywhere. In fact, I think you were probably about 3 years old. And I discovered the blood. And I thought, oh my. We called the cops and everything. Well, at that point, we built a fence around the parking lot because a couple of cars got vandalized and that incident happened. So we built a fence and everybody has a clicker where it's not a code, it's a clicker where you click it, a little remote control, the gate opens, you drive your vehicle in, the gate closes behind you for safety reasons, right?
In theory.
So today I get here right before 4 a.m., okay? I click my thing. I've never had an incident with this before in the 20-something years that fence has been up. So I click my clicker, the gate opens, I pull in, I'm, in my own thoughts. I put the car in park, and I notice behind me a guy is walking right behind.
Oh, God.
He's inside the gate now, okay? This has never happened to me before. He's a street tough. Oh, my God. And I'm in here caged in here with him, okay?
Yeah.
We're inside a cage.
Yeah.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
And I don't deal well with street toughs.
No,
you know that.
not at all.
Did you pee a little?
A little. I mean, thank God I've got leather seats. Let me just say that. The last time this happened, a street tough approached my car shirtless. And all I noticed was, you have great abs. That's what I told him. I was like, man.
You're in tremendous shape. What's your secret?
I mean, he was coming up to me beating on the windshield. This is about a month ago. And I said to him, I have nothing to give you, but your workout routine, whatever it is.
Oh, it's crack. Excuse me. How did you get in tremendous shape? Years of drug abuse.
You've seen him. He looks great. He's shirtless most of the time. And
often picking up old cigarette butts to see what's left and if he can smoke any of them.
Washboard abs. All I'm saying is washboard abs. It's my whole point. He looks great. This is a different guy. Okay, different guy today. Incidentally, this is about the homeless. Chris Demm had a great idea earlier this week. BB Shay, you weren't here for it. Dave, you weren't here for it. But he's saying there's apparently a real shortage of blood, especially in the major cities. I guess this time of year it happens. You need blood to be donated. Mm-hmm. So New York is thinking outside the box. One neighborhood in New York, they're giving away pints of beer for pints of blood. And Chris Demm, to me, so smart, thinking outside the box, says, you've got homeless people sleeping in Central Park. Just go and needle them and take the blood while they're asleep.
Dracula style?
Yeah, exactly. Leave a six-pack if you want, and a thank you note pinned to them, and be done with it. Then test the blood to make sure it's not riddled with disease or whatever.
It's codename Harvest the Homeless.
I mean, is this a great idea? Yeah. This guy, this is why I can never be him. Chris Demm thinks so well outside the box. And he said, you've got dozens, hundreds of homeless sleeping right there in Central Park. Just walk over to them.
Drain them of their blood.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. I think it's slightly illegal.
It's a supply. But we can change the laws.
Oh, we took too much out of this one, Chief.
Said do
throw
it.
the body into the pond.
They're all going to register like a 1.5, 1.8.
Even still, I think that's okay. Do you think that's okay if you get...
I guess. I mean, it doesn't. Blood doesn't sober up, does it?
That's a good question. If you give...
Once you take it out, does it...
If you're drunk and you give blood, and then that blood goes into me, do I get a little buzz off of that?
You got a needle? Let's try it.
I mean, is that a thing? I don't know. But he said, take it. And I thought, golly, we've been thinking about this all wrong the whole time. Don't give... This is how you do it.
Steal it.
Right there.
Yes.
All right, so flashback. Here I am, 5 minutes to 4. I see in my rearview mirror a street tough, and he's looking in the back of my vehicle. And I was like, oh, my God. What? I mean, I'm inside.
This is it.
I'm inside. This is it.
Yeah.
And no one's going to.
This is how it ends.
Yes, and no one's going to care.
Until Biggie finds you.
Right, and Biggie will find me in an hour, or BB Shea. Who will get here first, I didn't want to. That was my
Hey, why are you in your van?
I'm driving the van today. My Acura is having a little work done on it, so I'm driving the van.
Okay.
Anyhow, I see him in the back of the van, and as I get out, he comes to the side, and we're face to face, and he starts just speaking gibberish. He's like, "Daddy, daddy, 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 I need daddy." And then he's talking in like a language I don't understand. And I said,
He wasn't looking for me, was he?
He might have been. I said, be here now.
Because that's not strange.
He's not here yet.
That's not out of the ordinary.
And he's like, his eyes are all big. He's like, Daddy, 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 help me with this. Daddy, I need this. And I was like, oh, I've recently been scammed.
I don't know if you've heard the story.
I don't know.
Do you take cable?
I don't know if you're a P1.
Do you watch Fox 8?
But I've recently been scammed.
Would you like a check?
Do you know Venmo you?
Do you know John Quantavius? Are you familiar with John Quantavius? Did he send you? That's what I think of everything. Now, if I hear a bump in the night, it's like, oh God, John Quantavius.
Yeah.
So this guy
Yeah.
is right in my face, and I said, sir, I implore you, please leave. You have to leave. I said, I can let you out, but you have to leave. And he starts walking around the parking lot, going the wrong direction.
Of course,
Right.
yeah.
He's going the wrong. There's only one way in and one way out.
Yeah.
And he goes the wrong way, and I said, sir,
Nope. Back this way.
I just don't know. I don't know. Is he armed? I am scared to death. That's what I've become. This scared little old woman walking around the big metropolis, and he's inside the gate. So I chase him for like 3 or 4 minutes. I'm like, sir, and you know this on video.
You're chasing after him?
I'm going to try. Somebody's got to pull this video.
Sir, I can let you out. I can let you out. And he's mumbling and gibbering. I mean, I can't even understand him. He's like speaking some language I don't even know, except for saying daddy. He's like, daddy, 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 over here. And I was like,
No, sir. Wrong way.
I did.
He's tweaking.
Is that it? Is that tweaking?
Well, I believe I ran into the same man on
did you
my
really?
way in. Yeah.
Oh,
he was
you
in
know.
the middle of the road.
Okay.
And he was kind of giving the, like, let me use your phone thing. And I just rolled down my window. I was like, move.
Yeah.
Move. Get out of the road.
But I am face to face. And
Oh, yeah. I couldn't imagine being stuck in a gate with him.
inside the fence. I mean,
Hey, you're in the cage.
I'm in the cage with the man. And that, I hear this like, oh, he's tweaking. Is that meth? Is that a thing with people on meth?
I think so.
I think it refers to many different drugs.
He was.
Did you not use anything you learned watching Yellowstone? Try to rope him into a corner. Yo! Hey! Woo! Come on!
Don't you keep a lasso in the back of your van?
I really,
Maybe you
It
should.
took me a long time. And I was like, and also to get out, you've got to drive your car.
Yeah, you got to
up.
have the gate has to sense you.
Yeah, because it has to be heavier than a person. It has to be a car, it'll
Yeah.
open automatically. And so I started explaining to him, I'm going to get in the car and drive.
Okay, Daddy.
And when it happens, the gate will open. You can just slip out. You can slip out.
Stop calling me Daddy.
That was
Starting to get weird.
That was the most unsettling part. He's like,
Yeah.
Daddy, 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 don't you want to do this?
You can talk to him all you want.
No.
He's living in a whole nother realm.
He was. I don't see this. This is just not part of my world. I'm in and out, and that's it. And, I'm frightened by things like that. When I saw a fight once in the airport between a couple that got really physical. I mean, they were screaming at each other in the airport. I was waiting for a flight. Mm-hmm. And it just gave me, in my mind, it's like, oh, that means the plane's going to crash. Because this is the type thing that happens before a plane crashes. I swear to God, I'll crash the plane.
Now boarding section A.
Do it. Do it.
Now boarding those with disabilities.
Well, because I'm sure they didn't stop anything in the airport.
No, they did not. That's what it was like. I was flying out of San Diego, and there was a huge fight right there in the area where you're waiting, and they were getting ready to board, and everybody got really quiet, and you could hear them scream up and down.
I'll open the emergency door, and I'll take you with me.
It's awful. I was so uncomfortable.
Now boarding exclusive members of our...
Kelly's sitting there chomping on a burrito.
Absolutely awful. What an awful. I mean, I couldn't even.
They wouldn't let you on a plane nowadays. That was years
No,
ago.
Do
yeah.
you think if they?
No, now the gate agent would be like, nope.
That was pre 9/11.
Yeah.
That was late 90s, and they were, and people got really quiet, but and they've stomped off, going different directions. It was awful. It was terrible. That I felt the same way with that guy saying "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy" to me. And then I remembered, well, I can use my clicker to open the gate from the inside and have to drive my car. So I said, come on with me. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Come on up. And I got him
Let's
over
get you back out here.
I got him over. I said, I'm opening this gate and you go, just slip out and I'll pretend you were never here. And he goes, Daddy, 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 don't you want me? And I was like, no, I don't. And
No.
I clicked it and it opened, thank God. And he got out and I just was like, oh, this is just
Did you have to do the fake out thing where you went out with him
right,
and then faked
and
back
I
inside?
slipped back in. Then he's on the outside looking back in, and then he's walking in
Daddy?
circles. Jeez. And I just felt like, it's just, I hated that for his plight. But it's like, what can I do? What can you do to help somebody like that? It was just brutal.
Well, Chris, that happened to Chris Demm one time, too.
The guy got in.
Yeah, he got in, and Chris Demm, he's devil may care.
Mommy? Mommy?
Mommy.
No.
I'm not your mother.
Where's Daddy? Daddy will be here in about 10 minutes. He gets here about 10 minutes after me. Mommy.
No, he just got out and he just shut the door and he told the guy, he says, bruh, that gate's shutting, and once it does, you're stuck in here. And he walked right in the building.
That's what
and the guy just took off and ran out the gate as it was closing.
See, that's how I should handle things. I am never. I don't know why I haven't learned how to do things like that. Chris Demm, see how smart he is.
Yeah.
He's so much smarter.
He just tells
than
him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He would. You know what Chris Demm would have done today? Now that he's had this idea, he would have taken the man's blood. He would have.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would have donated.
Drove it down to the American Red Cross.
That's right. And then he's a good guy and a smart guy all at the same time.
And bought him cookies and
yeah,
orange juice.
all at the same time.